I need to get this off my chest because we've been saying a whole bunch of names. Fuck Ed Rett, fuck Smith, fuck Christian McCaffrey's daddy.
Daddy?
You don't like Ed?
No, I don't like Ed McCaffrey. I don't
What
like
Ed?
none of them.
What Ed
Fuck
done
Tim
done to you?
Tebow, fuck Chris Lee, fuck the mascot, fuck the cheerleader, fuck the second chair flute player, fuck the ticket taker, fuck all of them. It's go nose around here.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
sometimes you just gotta let them know how you feel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Gathering Old Man Podcast. Myself, Doc, is with us today from HBCU Overdrive. TP is on the way. Marlo is on the way. He's trying to Zoom home so he can get on this podcast. We did not get to present him with the evidence on Tuesday night, but we will present him with the evidence tonight that he started all the problems with Yard Talk. And just so we clear, Yard Talk ain't been on the show since, and we kind of want to have Yard Talk on the show. Before we get into the sports, there are some disturbing rumors that, if true, I'm going to need to start sending emails to Florida State. If there is an attempt to take over services and I shouldn't say services, take over divisions of Florida A&M, I'm going to have an issue. I will keep everybody abreast of that. I've sent out emails and text to find out if that's true. If it is true, I will report back here and raise hell because I'm kind of good at raising hell. That being said, it is SWAC Baseball Tournament. It is the most wonderful time of the year, unless you're one of them teams that didn't make it or didn't make it out the first round. And so first off, hats off to Jackson State. They ran into a buzzsaw that I didn't see coming. I'll be honest with you. Did not see that coming. But Southern is probably they're top 5 base. I think they have top 5 on base percentage and top 5 stealing. As a matter of fact, I think either top 5 or they lead the nation in stealing bases. So, Southern.
I think we all top 5. I think both schools are in either top 20 in base stealing.
Yeah. So that game kind of went left all at one time. And kind of sort of the same thing with the Alabama State and Bethune-Cookman game. Shout out to Biz Snoop. Them Alley Cats going to be insufferable. Absolutely insufferable. And I don't want to be. They've had a really good season. They have been slapping the ball all over the park. That's the one team you cannot let them get ahead of you on the count, or it's going over the fence. And they are very good at going over the fence. So, whew. I don't know if you watched that game today, Doc. Well,
which game?
The Jackson State game.
I streamed both games this early this morning. The Jackson State game, we were up. We got up 6-1. No, 7-1. Then Texas Southern came. They kind of stormed back, made it 7-6, and then our bats woke up again, adding 5 more runs later in the 8th and the 9th inning. When we won the game today for 12-6 against Texas Southern, sending them home back to Houston.
No.
And
So this
then
is what
in the second game, Pine Bluff jumped out on them 7-0 quick. And then Southern came back, had it at 2, and pretty much took over the lead. Pine Bluff took it back, and then Southern added more to the lead. Pitching has been, I wouldn't say terrible, but it's been kind of iffy for in that game. Today's pitcher for Jackson State was great for Mr. Gonzalez. Well, I think he went 6 1/3. And pretty much proved his point that he's one of the better pitchers in the SWAC. Once we started getting our middle relievers in, that's when feel like the bottom started coming from under us, and to me, we just got to fix that middle relief.
it seems to me that everybody has a number one. Everybody has a number one pitcher that's really good, and then I want to say probably half the field has a number two pitcher. The number 3 pitcher is where it gets shaky for a lot of teams, which we're running into, or that's what we're seeing now with everybody that's coming through the losers bracket. If you use 2 pitchers in that first game, the number 3 pitcher's got to hold fort for a day to get the other guys back, and it's been, like you said, down the stretch, it's been shaky, absolutely shaky. And I'm not gonna lie, this FAMU Grambling State game, I am not sure what's gonna happen. We talking about a Grambling team that came in the tournament in a 2-game series, put up 46 runs. I think what was it, against Valley. And I don't care what anybody has to say about any team. A Division I team don't easily give up 46 runs. So I am a little worried about that lineup. At the bottom of the 6th, though, Alabama State has clawed back within 3. They gotta hold fort right now, and then try and get some more runs in the top of the 7th. But Cookman is swinging for the fences at this point, at every pitch. So,
well, can we say that them bats are lighting up everything?
they are. It's some juiced bats.
They are right now. Bama State done climbed back in, made cut the lead down to 3. They in the bottom of the 6th. Looks like They got 2 outs. Runner on first. Bama State is in the black gold trim with the black pinstripe. I mean, with the gold pinstripes.
Just got a whole serve. And I don't want it to look like I'm rooting for. I don't want it to look like I'm rooting for either team. Why is this dude working out? Why is this dude?
Why?
That's what we're doing. This is what we're doing on the Gathering Old Men podcast. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Martin. Good evening. I'm sorry I didn't see your message. My bad. Oh man. Sir, what are we doing here? I'm just because what are we doing? I can't hear you. Oh wait, I might have you muted. Hold on, unmute. Oh, you gotta unmute your mic, man. You muted.
Oh, sorry. I got a softball game.
So you know what? While we got you on here, stumbled upon an interesting video. Stumbled upon an interesting video because you was proclaiming your innocence in the whole yard talk situation.
No,
and again,
no. What I said was I stand up for FAMU 100% of the time.
You also said you didn't say nothing wrong. You didn't start it.
I did.
All right. So I'm gonna give you an opportunity to review this evidence, and then we'll come back. We'll circle back.
Well, I can tell you very plainly because about 2 years ago, I want to say, the commissioner said that the goal was for the conference to move up to FBS, and so at some point, I feel like we have to hold him accountable for what he said. So every opportunity I get, I'm going to repost, retweet, and we're going to have that conversation. This ain't the first time that I have sparked dialogue about it. So with the new rules coming in, it's kind of like, okay, because when I first found out he said that, I asked him then, well, what is the plan? And nobody could give me anything that I could actually read. So now with these new rules and stuff coming in, I'm just like, y'all got to tell me where we stand at. So that's kind of why the HBCU world is a buzz. And then you have Tennessee State, who I think last year, Coach Eddie George said that they want to become FBS, and it's been known in the HBCU circles that that's one of the reasons why A&T has jumped conferences twice, because that's their goal to be the first HBCU to join the FBS conference. So it's kind of a myriad of things, not just because they changed the rules today. It's been an ongoing conversation for, I would say, at least the last 2 years.
So does the HBCUs going up to FBS, does that mean more money for the school?
Listen, when I read that in black and white, I will let you know. But I'm assuming, see, you know me, I gotta see it, right? I don't just go by YouTube videos and by what the HBCU media print. I need to actually see it where it makes sense to me. But I'm assuming that what their aim is, that if we're on the FBS level, we'll have access to the bowl games, which we already have bowl games, and the TV revenue that comes with being in a higher division. That's the assumption, right? So I haven't seen something that says that, because you got to think, you still got to have 16 sports. So before you can even talk about getting to the revenue side, and I think Don't you? If you go up a conference, you can't play a bowl game until like 2 years or something like that. Is that right? You're not bowl
Yeah, you
eligible?
can't. It's no, you're not bowl eligible for 2 years.
Right. So that's 2 years where we can't get any revenue from that. So I'm just um I'm assuming that that they see for them to make that statement. Maybe they're looking at we could get more sponsorships and stuff like that, whatever. But if you can't manage hundreds, you can't manage thousands, right? So
Exactly.
it's just kind of like I need to see it. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying based on some of the decisions that have been made, I'm not sure if it's been thought out completely. Besides being able to say, okay, we're HBCU and FBS, instead of HBCU and FCS.
What it sound like, dude was running his mouth because it sound good, and then he got to looking at them logistics, and it started to be a little bit more complicated than first thought.
But real talk, there isn't. You can probably pick 2, maybe 3 HBCUs that could legitimately make the jump. FAMU being one of them, because we have the infrastructure already in place. Outside of that,
Like what? When you say infrastructure, what do
we
you
have
mean?
we have the fan base, we have the facilities, we have the financial backing.
Oh, that's
That's what I
nice.
mean.
Wait, quick question, Marlo. Is that why FAMU is adding sports now?
I'm just saying we have the facilities to actually make that jump. Like what other HBCU have what FAMU has
Which
as
is
far
what?
as the fan base following that could support the school, that travels well, that
Well,
actually
I
have
don't know
the
about the travel
facilities.
well part.
What you mean?
I didn't see y'all in Grambling last year. I was there.
Why would we go there? Y'all trash.
We almost beat y'all. They took
Hey,
back
we
our
not doing that
touchdown.
yet.
Hold on, wait a minute. A travel,
What?
a tra-
First of all, I would never be sneak this. That's all my son. When y'all travel well, we see y'all at Grambling. Who want to go there?
That was not the conversation, Marlo. You said
That was
you
the
ain't started.
conversation. I didn't. All I said was FAMU has the facilities and the infrastructure in place. And
I
she
didn't
asked
talk.
why. And she asked why, and I told her why. And then she started talking about y'all travel well, y'all we ain't see y'all at Grambling. She started it.
So, Doc, we are not gonna get him to admit that he
I
loud the first
didn't
jab.
start that. No, I didn't. She up there said we ain't see y'all at Grambling. That was the first step.
Again, you know how I feel about FAMU. This is strictly pod stuff, right? Pod business. You took a shot, and to your credit, you have not done it since. But you took a big old 12 gauge to a guess. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't take it to guess. I took it to Grambling. Now, if she can stand 10 toes down for her school like I stood up for mine, that's fine. Then we have something to talk about. But outside of that, I don't understand. First of all, you're not finna try to sneak this. That's all my son. We ain't see y'all at Grambling. For what? We knew it was gonna be a W. I know.
You know what? So again, SWAC Baseball Tournament, because I know who I'm dealing with. We're gonna just move along. SWAC Baseball Tournament.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get y'all back on this show. If she
won't come back on the show. She won't even respond to my DM.
Well, send me her info. I DM her and I apologize if I offended her. I ain't gonna apologize for what I said. I just gonna apologize if she got offended by what I said.
Why?
Boy, that's diabolical.
This is.
But she did say that she did kind of start it off, though. You really can't. Nah, we can't. I can't really go with that because she really did kind of start it off saying that I didn't travel. And I mean, what else we gonna do? You gonna shoot back?
He didn't have to pull out the 12 gauge. I would have appreciated.
What was I supposed to say? Oh, you're right. We knew we were going to win, so we shit out of it. Y'all trash. Y'all been trash for a long time.
Let me ask you a question. Is Eddie nearby?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, I was invited to come play with this team. This is my first game playing with them.
So you just.
Hey man, I'll be out here doing my thing. Pretty sick with it.
Well, did something happen hold on, we gotta look in on this Bama State game. Gotta look in on this Bama State game. Again, I'm not rooting against Cookman. I'm not. It's just this has been some really good baseball.
I didn't even know they were playing. Oh, Bama State. I don't want Cookman to win in nothing. You hear me? I mean absolutely nothing. I don't want them to win in no game of life. I ain't wishing death on them or nothing like that, but I don't want them to win it.
They have runners at the corner, no outs, top of the seventh. They're down 7-3. I just would implore Marlo that we are media. We are media. So
who down?
Bama State is down, and they just scored a run, and they got to run at third. They got to run at second and third. So it looked like Bama State got their rally caps on. I know you're getting ready to us the top of the seventh. I know you're getting ready to play your softball game. So I jump right into the next game because you had a lot to say earlier today. So I'm gonna let you get it all off your chest because I ain't worried.
Well, you ain't supposed to be worried because you're not playing. All I said was the best opportunity that the Knicks had to win the game was yesterday. That was their best opportunity. You up 17 points going into the fourth quarter, and you lose in overtime. I ain't saying that they got a problem. I'm just saying that in actuality that something ain't right in that offense. Like, they don't know how to finish. They don't know how to do something. But, you know, I don't like ugly. He ain't too fond of cute either. But they ain't gonna show don't like ugly. So you out there throwing trash on people and doing all of this bolstering, beating your chest as a way of showing up. As a way.
So you saying God punishing the Knicks for 6 people?
He punished the whole.
That ain't how my God works. That ain't how my God works.
Oh my God, how does God work?
I'm just saying my God does not work like that. He is not gonna punish the many for the few. Not the New Testament God anyway.
I don't know what God did though. You must not know. Because baby Jesus was God.
Are you telling whoever it is that I'm about to show out? I don't know. I'm still make a statement.
Yeah,
All right. So have you played this?
no.
All right. When you're ready, come out here. Let's talk because there's different rules here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna have my headphones on, so I'm gonna be able to hear. So,
You know.
Y'all
Oh
ask,
Lord. Look at this.
I'm not gonna have the speaker on. I'm gonna mute myself.
Hey,
But here's the thing, though. He didn't win the game. You talk about ugly. That's ugly.
That's
He didn't
beautiful.
win the game.
That's pathetic. That's prophetic.
That's not prophetic. That's not even original. Like he.
You don't have to be original to be prophetic. It just has to be true.
He's paying homage to Reggie Miller.
Yeah, he paying. Reggie Miller. He will never be a Reggie Miller. Never.
He will never be Reggie Miller. But he's paying homage to Reggie Miller.
Yeah, that's pretty much what.
And what I'm saying is, hey, you know, you had the lead. Y'all had a 14-point lead. You had 2 minutes left, 14-point lead, and you choked it away. They're going into overtime and still losing in overtime. You choked the game.
Oh my God. We got a ball game in Birmingham. It is 7-7. Cookman and Bama State.
I just tell you, my guy love me. He do. He is so busy on my behalf.
I was actually waiting on for Baton Rouge Tech to go ahead and
Oh my God.
to do something where I would have been very happy with it, but Pine Bluff just, I don't know. Oh no! Don't do the views in the pet. Nope.
Oh yeah, I got to do that because that I can't be a part of that. I can't be a part of it. Bad enough y'all tried to put me in the middle of that Prairie View A&M mess today. I'm like, I'm just putting it out there.
Nigga, I was streaming for 7.5 hours of pure baseball today.
I saw that. I was like, wait, what do you mean he just went offline 15 minutes ago? So I definitely saw it. I saw that. That was crazy. That was crazy. It was like I said, it was a crazy. Like if you are a baseball fan, this is your time. There wasn't a moment where like the game wasn't good.
Mm-hmm. Let me go on Chat GPT and add some more stuff.
Oh Jesus!
Let me go on and get.
We didn't create it.
The
We
Lord
didn't create a monster. So while we doing that, is that Marlo? I think that's Marlo down there. Yeah, that's Marlo. So while you're doing that, Jim Irsay passed today. We don't know the causes, but he passed away today. His wife assumes control of the team. Our condolences to him and his family. I have never been a Jim Irsay fan. I have never been a Irsay family fan. Some of the worst things in NFL history has happened because of the Irsay family. Them moving the team from Baltimore to Indianapolis in the middle of the night. The John Elway debacle. And pretty much everything outside of Peyton Manning and Bart Starr has been a mess. So, condolences to his family. I wish them the best. Hopefully, new leadership will be better for the team. But again, we just don't know. We just don't know.
Well, the daughter's going to take over for the team. So
is that the daughter or the wife?
Irsay, was it her last name? Irsay, not Gordon, but what was it?
What's her last name? Hold on, it's in the. Oh, here it is. Gordon. Carly Irsay Gordon. Hold on. I thought it was the wife, but I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't have any details of who she is right now. Let me check ESPN. But either way, it's not. It's still gonna be within the family, and who knows what the trust says. We don't know what's gonna happen with the team going forward right now. So
Well, she was the one who was she when he I think it was saying that when he had his DWI, when he was arrested for DWI, I think she was the one who took control of the team while he was dealing with his legal aspect. But let me see.
Oh, it's the daughters.
It's the daughters. Yeah, I'm about to say it's the daughters. Let's see. You got
They can't do no worse than the men in the family.
What's that?
They can't do no worse than the men in the family.
Maybe she'll hire a GM that's gonna run it. She just be the owner. I mean, I would want that. Okay. Bama State is up now, 8-7.
Let's check in on them Alley Cats. Nope, I ain't gonna say nothing. Last time I said something, Bama State lost. I'm gonna keep quiet and see what happens. But for Cookman to be on, I think this is their third pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
That makes them vulnerable in the tournament.
Yeah, because you want them. You would want those arms.
And yeah, it's and again, we looking at a tournament that has been good throughout. Again, I don't want to be the guy that tap dances on Cookman's grave as media. I don't want to do that. I have to be the media guy. But when we get off this air, So while we trying to get status on that, another interesting thing that happened today, the President's Commission on College Sports is at a pause because Ted Cruz has whispered in the ear of the president. So it's on pause right now.
He need to sit his punk ass down somewhere. I don't just no. Where TP at, man? Come on, man.
That's what I'm trying to find out. Where is TP? Because this, they make that announcement, and then the next announcement out of the playoff committee is that there will be the seeds will be awarded by the playoff committee. So that means the SEC and the Big Ten gonna get an automatic bye regardless.
We all knew what was going to happen, though. We all knew when they were going to get 18, 20 teams into the whole fray and for each conference, we knew what was gonna happen. We knew that it was supposed to be a Big Ten SEC thing. That who dominates college football right now.
I just there's got to be a better way to do this. And the reason that the SEC never liked the BCS Bowl is because the computers knew what they was doing.
Well, you think about it with the BCS when it came down to the national championship games, who did they always put up in there? It was always a Big 12 team. Just hear me out. It's always been a Big 12 team. It was Oklahoma, but Oklahoma only been at one time. That was it.
No, they went twice. They went twice.
Okay, Texas went twice.
Florida State went 3 times.
Florida State went 3 times. So it was the ACC thing. Miami, when they was in the Big East.
Yeah.
When they was in the Big East, they went 3 times. Well, 2, because remember, the first one, they weren't even supposed to play Nebraska, because they got gypped out of that national championship where they win and destroyed what Eric Crouch was the Heisman Trophy winner that year and destroyed them in Pasadena.
Yeah.
So if you literally look at it, it's the BCS at that time was pretty much almost a setup for the ACC and the Big 12.
But that's because some context. Remember, at that time, Alabama was on probation.
Oh yeah, they did let LSU up in there.
They let LSU in there twice. Let LSU in there twice. Alabama, because they got in when they first got off probation. Mm-hmm. They let Florida in twice.
Mm-hmm. Ohio State.
Ohio State got mollywopped by Florida.
Right.
It wasn't even pretty.
But just look at during the time of the BCS, who was the most represented team in the BCS? I mean, who was the most represented conferences in the BCS? It was the ACC.
ACC, Big 12.
Right. So when they went away and started the playoff system, the infancy of the 14 playoff system, it was it turned around to be the SEC, and you would say the Big 10. You had a representation of the Big 12 in there. And then the ACC was crying for help because they felt like they were getting the short end of the stick.
Oh. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the Pac-10, but the Pac-10.
Yeah, and the Pac-12. You're right.
Yeah.
If I say this, people gonna get mad, but I don't care. I don't feel like some of the Pac-12 teams deserve to be in there.
But that's what they would say. That's what they were gonna say. Pac-12 team shouldn't have been in there. Yeah, who was in there? Oh, USC. I forgot. USC.
Yeah, USC.
USC was in there. Oregon was was in there. So that was during the BCS. I forgot about the Pac-12. Thank you, Mr. Emmett.
Here's the thing about the Pac-12, and which one of the reasons why I never really liked the Pac-12. The Pac-12, specifically Oregon, every time
it seemed like they try to buy their way into a national championship,
and they would always lose to USC or my light went out. There we go. I can't remember. It was Oregon had two big losses. I remember they lost the last game of the season that stopped them from going to the BCS. And I think they had an early season loss to USC, which killed their season. And that was my issue with Oregon.
What year though? Because if it was during the Rich Bush years, then yeah. I mean that they still had it because they always when they played the Pac-12, when they played the Pac-10, Pac-12 schedule, where's the Pac-10 then before Colorado had got in it. They played USC, I think either their second or third conference game. Of course, they played Oregon State because that's the last game of the season for them. That's the what is that? The Civil War. So you didn't think about it. I mean, it was still easy for them to get in. It was just the fact that they really couldn't get past USC. It was one time they couldn't get past Cal. Remember, they couldn't get past Marshawn and Aaron Rodgers.
But I mean the BCS had its flaws. It did. It 100% had its flaws. I don't know what happened to TP. And now we here with this committee system. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never liked the committee system. I definitely didn't like the committee chairman from North Carolina State. I still have to stop myself from driving up there and putting his car on blocks. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess growth is letting go of the bad stuff. But look at Big Bama State. They throwing strikes. I need to find the scoring because I want to know who these players are.
Ooh, they about ate them up right there.
You cannot let Cookman get on base. Cookman getting on base is always a bad thing. Always a bad thing. Let me go ahead and.
Yes. That's an E5, bro.
This is a big at bat.
Thank you, Nikolai. I will take that one.
If they get out of this, and if Bama State gets out of this and adds on to their lead,
I would agree with you.
it might be a problem for Cookman.
Right there. He's going to challenge.
That dude is pumped up.
Beat him up.
Yeah,
keep him off balance here.
He throwing a number of straight cheese at him.
Finds themselves behind.
But for how long? Both of these teams have been very good with swinging.
This one goes into right field.
Mm.
Now there's runners at second and third.
You got to get out of this. Got to get out of this inning without giving up a run. Because this how Cookman beats you.
And Coach Vasquez will come out to the mound for a visit.
Man, I watched a lot of baseball this morning.
If you was on for 8 hours.
Man.
Doesn't look like they'll make a pitching change right now.
What up, though, Chris?
I think they are.
Well, they will make a pitching change, so we'll take a timeout here as well.
I know all these coaches going to be recruiting in the offseason. Pitchers.
Well, you know what?
Excitement continues to rumble through the SWAC.
That is what
Baseball
Roger
championship
Cato
here at
said
Lakewood
earlier.
Field continues.
He said that and it is the guy. He said that you can't get you really can't get players out of the portal for baseball. Like, you literally got to go in the house and get your pitchers and your
Caleb Sanders gave him some really good innings here.
He did.
And then you got to
here,
develop
pitching change
too.
for Alabama State. Say who's going to be the new man right after this.
I'm turning the commentary down a little bit, y'all.
Yeah, I had that baseball marathon. Yeah, when it comes to football. Yeah, Power 5, you know, the Power 4 is looking for pitching and hitting.
Florida State was looking neat to get pitching. We had some shaky outings this season. Some shaky outings.
Pitching has been one of the issues this year in Major League Baseball. You really think about it. Unless your name is Chris Sale, and Chris Sale is like.
Yep. All right, while they're running a commercial, I think we'll run a quick commercial, and then we'll be right back. Club food etiquette, and apparently I got socially profiled at Hotel there. But let's get none of there.
Is it a such thing as strip club food etiquette?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. You cannot go into a strip club that specializes in seafood.
Oh, no.
Contradictory sense. Some stuff ain't gonna make no sense. Some stuff is gonna some stuff is gonna go together that shouldn't go together, and it's basically just not gonna be a good experience for those who have come for the food or those who have come for the strippers, because they're gonna get confused as to what they smelling.
So,
that's a good way of putting it.
I'm gonna put this out there again and say I have a problem with there being a special strip club event during Lent. Like, if I need my food and my strippers separate, I definitely need my religion and strippers separate. Like, I just
you don't want the kitty pancakes.
No.
No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. So, not the kitty pancakes.
Man, one day we're gonna delve in completely into that whole Hotel Derek thing. It was crazy. It was crazy. Chris, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know how that portal works for baseball because the season is essentially over with after school ends.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works. We're gonna have to look into that. So for the next show, I'll make sure I find out how it works. But like I know their windows have to be completely different because the postseasons are like graduations already happened, and we just into the postseason. So
Yeah, because baseball goes into June. Yeah, I remember when the White Sox did trade Chris Sale to the Red Sox because they had a fire sale trying to rebuild the team, and the Red Sox won the World Series that year.
oh, by the way, congratulations to Shea Alexander for winning the MVP. Congrats to you, sir.
You deserved it.
Oh yeah. I am actually okay with whoever won. I was okay with whoever won. Is that out?
It looked like it. Yeah, that's out.
Coming swiping down, did he miss the foot? Is the question. We have to see how his glove reacts when the foot comes up. Because if glove bounces, then you'll be able to tell that he touched the foot. But if it doesn't bounce, that means he just came straight down.
Ooh. I think you see the bend.
Got to see the bend in the glove. There's the bend in the glove. He's out. Yep.
Good eye. Good eye. See, that's why I could rely on you.
Well, every once in a while.
They say, Santori, when you're not scoring the baseball game, you're being an umpire as well. There.
That's right.
It looks like when his foot came up, you could tell that the hand was bent there.
So does that take the run off the board?
But if he did touch his foot,
I mean, if that takes a run off the board, I mean, that means that it'll be 3 outs.
One more time. Watch that glove bend. If it bends, that means he didn't come all the way down without obstruction. Right there.
There it
That's
is.
it.
There it is. Centauri Eagle Eye Black at your exposure for you.
Well, if you're Charles for your abuse.
What's the score?
8-9 Bama State. Pending. I don't know if this run comes back or not.
Defensive replacement at third, Fabian Santana came in the game and looked that down too. Number 28.
Oh, that's out. He's
Yeah,
out.
that's right. Yeah, he out.
He out.
So now does that take the run off the board? It's 8-8.
It would be 8-8. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Still, the official still looking at that play.
Yeah.
What is it to look at?
When you slow that
Now
down,
I'm starting to think the fix is in.
you can tell why you would not see that in real time.
Oh, absolutely.
You can tell that.
We definitely have the advantage of replay and slowing it down.
And you can't really see it from that angle.
Oh, yeah. Well, it don't take the run off the board if he crosses
Still
the
over
plate
talking
before
to
the out.
replay officials. Man, he's going to be out.
And I get it. You got to get the play right because this is a critical play.
He's out.
Waiting for the officials to come over and confirm.
I think they're about to come over and move on with this. Jonathan Hernandez.
Official comes over to give us the call.
He's out.
He is out. Yep. That's the third out of the inning.
He is out. That is it.
Is that me? Yeah, that's me.
So that's going to be what, 4 to. They're going to redo this. It looks like on the scoring, but it looks like it's going to be 6-3.
Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. My phone decided to start playing Apple Music.
So is he credited with the single and then he was out?
Yes.
Yeah, so the run stands.
Yeah, the run stands. So that'd be
9-8 our score, Bethune-Cookman. Back right after this.
a RBI run.
Oh, man. But what else we got on the docket still?
Well, we had the rest of the playoffs. Currently, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm just saying what I saw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ant seems to be a front runner. He has a lot of effort and energy when his team is up.
Right.
But I didn't see that effort with him trying to bring his team back the other night. It didn't. It looked like they took their whooping and went home with no fight.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam.
Oh no, it's going into the 8th inning, man. No, but I get it when it comes to Ant. Like I don't know, like you gotta understand, and he's young, so
Yeah, that's the other thing.
He's young, so he's going to be like that. He's going to react like that if it ain't going the way that he wants it to go.
Because like I was watching and I expect more from him because, and maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I want him to be the face of the league so bad.
I don't think he. I mean, Does he want to be the face of the league?
That he did say he did not want to be the face of the league. Now, do I think he was serious about that? No. Because if you were serious about not being the face of the league, why are you doing all these commercials? I would love to have Jaylen Brown to be the face of the league, to be honest with you.
I think he should be. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Jason Tatum should be the face of the league. I think Jason Tatum should be the face. And then John Morant was gonna be the face of the league, but remember he got into the issues with the gun stuff.
He was still out here being wild with it. I don't understand it. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't understand it. It didn't make sense. You proved to the world that Zion was not the person we thought he was. And you come out here and you doing wild stuff. And if we're gonna keep it a buck, everybody's responsible for their own actions. But his circle was absolute doo-doo. Your circle has to be the people that you have around you have to be able to hold you accountable. And if those people are only there because you're getting paid and they glorify yes men, that ain't gonna work. That is never gonna work. Never gonna work.
Now, A&T Roy, Jason Tatum couldn't get out the bench because that was on Steve Kerr.
So let's have that conversation, right? Let's have that conversation.
That was on Steve Kerr. Go ahead.
Do we honestly believe that Jason Williams is like that?
Jason Tatum?
Yep. Jason Tatum is like that.
He don't get in trouble. He does a lot. He's family oriented. But no, Steve Kerr, you can't tell me Steve Kerr said he wasn't up to he wasn't up to the task. That was orchestrated, bro. Jason Tatum should have played more in the Olympics. Halliburton should have played more in the Olympics. Embiid should have played less in the Olympics. Let's keep it a buck, man. Let's just keep it a buck. And clearly, the way that Steve Kerr is running, let's put it just like this. Let's talk about this. The construct of the Golden State Warriors now, you cannot run that type of offense with the team that you have now. Because I'm sorry, Jimmy Butler is not going to be posted up in the corner trying to wait for the ball to come to him and shoot threes. He could come off of cuts, he could come off of kicks and everything. But he's not Klay Thompson. Draymond Green is pretty much at the end of he's at the end of the road. I'm sorry. Let's just call it what it is. He's at the end of the road.
Are you trying to say he's a coattail Hall of Famer?
He's a coattail Hall of Famer. I wouldn't call him a coattail Hall of Famer, but I wouldn't call him that because, I mean, he did what he did, and he proved to everybody that he can do it at his size. But that was the reason why that was the reason why when they had James Wiseman, it failed because he did not cater, because Steve Kerr's offense does not cater to the big man.
Yeah.
You're telling James Wiseman can set picks and run, you know what I'm saying, run to the rim.
Yeah.
Get them to where like Rudy Gobert was when he was with the Jazz. Actually now, because he still does the same thing now. And Clint Capella, when Clint Capella was with the Rockets, where he could set screens and run, do a pick and roll. All he does is run to the, he runs to the rim. As a big man, he didn't get a chance to even develop James Wiseman. He ain't getting a chance to develop Jonathan Kuminga. That's the reason why Kuminga said he wants out of there. The offense, it's like now what you see with the offense for the Golden State Warriors is starting to become like a dinosaur model, like how the triangle is, how the triangle was, right?
You can't do the triangle with anybody on that team because nobody's tall enough.
Right.
The shooting guard position anyway.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the triangle is pretty much obsolete because
what
up, Craig?
That offense only works with the three that you started with that Mark Jackson put together. That's the only way that works.
EA. I still get upset that they still not even giving Mark Jackson his credit for even starting that, But I mean, I'm gonna call it for what it is. Is that they, Steve Kerr's offense is only catering towards Steph. But Steph can't continue to keep doing the same thing over and over again because he's literally breaking down, and he's breaking down in front of us.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm to me, like when I said in the Olympics with Jason Tatum, Kerr didn't even give him a chance to even see what he can do in the Olympics. I mean, of course he's gonna put LeBron up in there because LeBron is a fucking alien. And
Woo! Set him down.
Yeah, Bama State got the arms though.
Yeah, you cannot, you can't give Cookman life. Like once they get oxygen, they start trying to suffocate people. As long as you keep them off base, you're in good shape. But when they get on base, now they're bringing in their big bats to try and knock people in. I don't. This is so nerve wracking.
This is the
And
winner.
again,
This is the two winners, right?
yeah, two winners.
Okay, so if Bethune Cookman lose, they lose to the losers bracket.
Yep, they go to the losers bracket. I'm not sure who they play.
Let me pull up the bracket on my end. So the winner, so basically, Bethune Cookman, Alabama State, winner of game 3. So that's the winner of game 7. So they go. They will go ahead and move on to the winner. Will move on to the semis, if I'm not mistaken. So here's the thing. I see. So here's the thing. We played. Okay, so the loser game was this morning. We played Texas Southern. Texas Southern goes home. We move on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is game 5. So the winner of game 5 will play the loser of game 7, which is this game. No, that was earlier. Well, no, this is the game right here. Game 7, which is the winner between Bethune Cookman and Alabama State. So they will play whoever loses the game will play Jackson State in the losers bracket.
Okay.
Then let's see. Let's just say Jackson State beat Bethune Cookman. We go into
The 9 game. The game 11, but the winner of 9, number 9. So y'all would play either Bama State or Cookman. No, I'm sorry. You would go into, if y'all were to beat either Bama State or Cookman in the 9 game, you would then play the winner of the 7 game. Hey, SWAC, could y'all make this any more confusing?
Man, it's confusing, though.
So letting them people get on base.
It is confusing.
Just letting them people get on base. We got to throw a strike here. And the 2-run lead might be too big to overcome. You got to stop the bleeding now. Woo. That one was smoking.
Yeah, we play the winner of this game right here.
Okay.
So Pine Bluff is gone. Texas Southern is gone. You got FAMU, taking on Grambling.
Woo.
So if Grambling wins, so really Grambling won. They play FAMU. Let's just say Grambling wins. Let's just say.
Let's not say that.
They have to play Southern. If FAMU wins, they go play Southern.
Let's not say that. Let's absolutely not say that. Oh. I don't want to breathe no life in the Grambling. And I know your wife there, so you got to say certain things. But we gave them too much life last year, and they ran to the championship. We don't need a repeat of that. I ain't saying that I want to see that school in Daytona win either. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying all season long, Grambling been real quiet until they put up them 46 runs against Valley. Looking kind of shaky. Nah. Why are we playing this game? I don't know if I'm violating the rules. If I am, I'm sorry, SWAC. I guess it's only 8:50 or 8:25 right now in Birmingham.
Second and third series
But
sweep with them covering two of those.
I'm gonna need to drink some coffee to watch this FAMU game.
Do it here.
First pitch in there for a strike.
Make sure I ain't missed nothing.
Everybody in here is on the edge of their seats.
That's a ball. 1-1 to count. Comes down to 3 outs. You got 3 outs to score at least 1 run.
And we've seen Alabama State do it.
Oh, yeah.
While this going on,
Your blood pressure and your stomach acid are on the rise. Here's the pitch.
Douglas is a dangerous bat.
Very dangerous. First team all SWAC guy.
Very dangerous.
Yontel Diaz is behind in the count. Swung on and hit in left field. Caught. Well, he gave that one a ride.
He did. He did.
you got to score right here. This game over.
Wilbert Espinal.
You know why we was complaining about the Ryan Clark and RG3 thing? There were some great performances in the WNBA that we missed.
Pitch. In there for a strike.
Absolutely missed.
Strike 2.
Oh, came right behind that. Wow. I think he goes after trying to make him chase something.
Diaz ahead in the count now. Swung on and hit. This one deep into center. 2 outs.
1 out for the game.
You know, guys, earlier today, that one might have been out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
quite a contingency that's
Grambling got to play FAMU. That's who Grambling got to play. Did we lose Doc? I think we lost Doc.
No wind out there right now. Earlier today, with the wind blowing out,
Yeah, we lost Doc.
had a chance.
Now Alabama
Grambling got to play FAMU tonight, and then the winner of that game, I think, plays the winner of
go to first.
Jackson State in this
No,
game.
it goes into right. And Alabama State has a tying run at second.
Oh my goodness.
There's some life.
E1.
That has a
Doc dropped off. He'll be back here in a second.
wow. But the bunt, to bunt at that time, that's tremendous. And get down the line. Pressure.
Oh no, I know you. I know you out there trying to be Ravison rude at the softball game.
Did you say we play Grambling?
We play. Oh Jesus. We play Grambling next. That's the next game.
Yeah. Bring them on. Good hit.
One, no fielding errors. Clean baseball.
What inning are y'all in, sir?
Pretty gutsy
Yeah.
to come down to one of the last batters and lay down a bunt.
Fifth, we got
Wow, that is
15-13 our way.
Well, yeah, but the tying run at second.
But when you have speed
Oh, this slow pitch softball. Never mind.
on both teams, you can do things like that. You're putting the pressure.
I bet you won't come out here.
Because it's gonna take me an hour and 30 minutes to get there. You're right. I won't go out there.
Should have been made. Should have been made.
I will say this though, Cookman trying to exercise some demons.
This one fouled off.
Ooh, he was swinging for the fence.
What's the score?
9-8 Cookman.
I saw that one.
Yeah, you was praying to your Jesus.
Well, it's a match. Let's go. Man. Just saying.
I mean, they got one out. This is a big out right here.
Who's that bat?
Bama State, top of the ninth.
Yeah.
All right. The tag up rules are something. All right, the tag up rules are something serious. Yeah, and the Grambling versus FAMU game is gonna be big. It's gonna absolutely be big.
Swung on, strike three, game over.
Yep. Congrats to that school.
Score.
Now that was a game. That was a game. You had a man in scoring position.
Unbelievable game between these two teams.
Wow.
And now for Alabama State. They will be in the losers game tomorrow against Jackson State. Bethune-Cookman moves into the semifinals. Let's go down on the field to Charles Bishop.
Yeah, down here with Sergio Rivera. Big day, 3 for 4 at the plate. You guys play Alabama State tough, man, in terms of these close games. But what was the key today?
Just staying within the approach, trusting each other, just trusting the plan that the coach gave us for us. And on that, what a day to have on your birthday. It's a really nice feeling. And we're not done. We got 2 more left.
You guys jumped out 7-0, and Alabama State was able to fight back in this game. But what was kind of going through your mind?
Jackson State plays tomorrow. They play.
We just know that we're never out
I
of
think they play Bama State.
Doesn't matter what's the score. We know that we're the best team coming from behind, and we know what we got. We know we trust our guys, and that's it.
Go celebrate with your team. Get off your feet, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, so they play.
9-8.
They play Bama State, if I'm not mistaken.
Going to the semifinals, Alabama State, Jackson. One of those 2 teams, they'll have to play 2 tomorrow and beat Bethune-Cookman then twice. FAMU Grambling coming up 9:05 is the first pitch. Final thought on this game.
Wow. That's, what both teams played very well. We saw Bethune-Cookman get out in front early, and we saw Alabama State battle back. You saw 2 good teams. You saw
So we got
2
late
good,
night SWAC baseball.
pitching staffs. You saw guys that weren't afraid to try to make play. Defense was good. Solid game.
9:05, the start of the final game of the evening here in Birmingham for all of our viewers on the SWAC Digital Network and HBCU Go. We'll see you in 30 minutes. Thanks to the entire crew. And always remember, one nation, one people. Peace.
So I apologize to everybody. We're having issues getting people links. Getting people links to the podcast because oh shoot. So Doc Holiday internet went down. And TP is having issues with getting to the show because Twitter has been down. Oh wow. Yeah, shout out to Bethune. Shout out to Bethune. They've been, like I said, this has been their season. This has absolutely been their season. They have played, they have solid pitching, and they have played the long game all year long. So shout out to them. Wow. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get everybody in here. I apologize. We're having some technical issues, not of our own. I'm going to try and get everybody in here. We're going to run a real quick commercial, and then we will be back. Oh, there's Doc. Quick commercial, and then we will be back. Oh, there's Doc.
I know God might have other things to do than worry about.
Wait. Before you say it, let me say it, because he listened to me more than you. The last time you been to the church, they was probably sprinkling stuff on you on the Christmas. but
do not believe that, but go ahead.
Sweet baby Jesus, I know you hear me. I know you feel the heart of a rattler. If you have it in your schedule to just swing on by that Texas and BCU game and just anoint the Texas bats, make their gloves bigger than they were when they first got there. Give the picture the arm of thunder. Do it for us now.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
you
to hell with
are
that game. I
with
need
this.
Lord to go to Lee Hall in the morning. Fuck all that. Fuck that. Mm-mm.
Oh man, can we say?
Oh.
Hey, look, can we say the two hottest teams right now in the SWAC is FAMU,
Yeah.
and Baton Rouge Tech.
He just renamed the people.
Danny,
Baton
you know
Rouge
me.
Tech.
Ain't nobody
Danny,
even say nothing wrong, Troy.
Danny.
That
I'm
is
not.
so trifling.
He called them people
Oh
Baton
my
Rouge
God.
Tech. That's gotta be
Baton
wrong.
Rouge Tech.
Baton Rouge Tech.
That is
I will
hilarious.
never call them by their name. They the ops.
They the ops.
They the ops.
For the record, I
I'm
am not
gonna
being
just
hypocritical. I'm
Is
not
that why
I'm
being
gonna
you
just
left us
hypocritical.
high and dry? That's why you
I'm gonna
left us.
just start. I'm gonna just
No,
start calling that
I
burgundy
left
team
because
them
I
wagon
had
folks,
health issues.
You should, TP. You should.
some wagon people.
The
So
wagon
first off,
people.
I want to make sure that it is clear. I am not being hypocritical. That school sits in Coral Gables amongst the HOA. So when I called them Coral Gables HOA, because they really in the HOA. Don't be judging me and comparing me to the rest of them. They just throwing
No,
slander.
Coral Gables HOA was absolutely insane. That was wild.
That,
Just like
But it's
Baton
That
Rouge
was
true.
Tech.
trippy, bro.
that's
Baton Rouge
Baton Rouge
Tech
Tech
was
is funny.
absolutely insane.
I mean,
But am I lying?
look. I call Prairie View Alta Vista Plantation because that's what they were before they became Prairie View A&M University.
Hey, log off.
Hey,
I
hey,
just want to know if I was lying.
Port Gibson Vocational School is Alcorn.
Goodbye.
Fort Gibson Vocational School.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
And North Louisiana Junior College. My wife gonna kill me. Mhm.
That
Is-
is funny as hell.
Oh, look.
She
It is the
look at
webpage
the
of it is the webpage
It's
of Coral
Grambling.
Gables Estates. Oh God.
She is about to throw some shit at y'all. I gotta go to work.
Damn.
All right.
What's funny?
Hey, Marlo. Baton Rouge Tech.
Wow.
Hold on. I got something else for you. Let me add it to the slide. Troy. Let me add something else to the slide since folks want to get on my.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in 1 second, Emmett. We're gonna talk about that in 1 second. Here you go.
There
Here
you
you
go.
go.
You see it?
Hilarious.
Wait a minute. I just updated it though. I'm an asshole.
I don't think, and Emmett, I don't think, if I'm being honest, I don't think this tournament is a foregone conclusion for Bethune-Cookman.
I think it's a lot of parity though.
Yeah. It's if I was a handicap it early, it's Bethune FAMU, and Grambling. Everybody else got to fight it out of the losers bracket. That's the hard part, especially when you're burning through pitchers. So, but again, it's real early. I have no idea. Well, this FAMU game should pop up here in a minute.
They have 30 minutes in between.
30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which means we will be watching college baseball till what a.m. in the morning. Oh, what did you do? What did you do?
I want to talk about these folks that's been.
Oh my God.
I want to talk about these folks that been getting on my damn nerves about
we not finna do that. Y'all not finna play victim today. Y'all went at Lionel. Y'all went at shooting at Lionel, and Lionel shot back.
I didn't shoot at nobody. I told you
it was she. Timona pulled out her big gun. She was bored today. Pulled out her big gun and started shooting at that man. And he was shooting back.
Well, Lionel from North Louisiana, so he from Monroe, so he gonna shoot back.
I thought it was gonna be nice and friendly, and then it got ugly. I said, I ain't in this. I'm just here about the history. That's it.
Mean, if you really think about it, Alta Vista Plantation is what it was called because they were on a plantation.
Let me put the banner up. You ain't dragging me in this one. I'm out this. I am out this.
Hey, Marlo.
Nope.
Where you at, Marlo? There you go. Look at that.
I am 100% out this. This man. I will not be drugging the fights that I ain't got nothing to do with. I got enough fights to deal with on my own.
Well, they let you know. They want the smoke. We gonna bring them the smoke. Hey,
man. So, like Emmett was saying, we were talking about the WNBA, and it was a couple performances that I kind of want to recognize because I like people that put up points. And
Talia is balling.
Man, I feel like she need to be in Vegas. Ooh,
doing some hockey. You're gonna be pissed that team in Sunrise is whooping the shit out of Carolina.
Why every time Carolina get to this point, they start messing up the money? Every time. But yeah, so in the WNBA, we had Nafisa Collier had 28 points and 8 rebounds in 37 minutes. I don't want to mess this lady name up. Azura Stevens, she had 23 points and 17 rebounds in 30 minutes. Sabali Thomas had 41 points and 10 assists. Jeez.
Ain't she she's in where's she at now?
She's with.
She in New York, ain't she?
No, she's not in Phoenix. I'm trying to look at this logo. She's not with the Wings.
No. She signed somewhere else. We was trying to
Hold on.
Natasha Howard.
Oh, she in Phoenix. Okay, that's Phoenix. Veronica Burton had 22 points and 9 rebounds. And then Brittany Sykes had 30 points and 5 rebounds in 33 minutes. So it's been serious. Again, update on TP. TP, I think, has not been able to log in because he's been trying to get the link with his phone. So I sent him the link. I told him to use his computer. And I texted him the link to his phone, and then I sent him the link.
Can we say this, that the Chicago Sky is pretty much missing? They did a wrong thing in letting go of Trinity Carter.
Of course they did. I think that season didn't go the way they wanted to, and everybody panicked. And they started making unnecessary moves. Instead of realizing that growth takes time. Growth absolutely takes time, and they blew it.
But I'm sorry, right now, Angel Reese cannot have this stat line of 2 points and 11 rebounds. That is not the stat line you want to have. 0 for 8 from the field, from the floor, but two, I guess free throws, 2 free throws.
Well, again, I want to apologize to everybody. We've had some difficulty with Twitter, is why we normally give out our links over Twitter, and we can't get everybody into the podcast because they can't get the links from Twitter. Which, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
They trash. I see it.
Because I don't want to say the software is trash.
I say the person who bought it is trash. We are 0-3 right now for the Wings. It's going to be a long season. Well, not apparently. I think we're making strides. I would say that Paige scoring, for right now, she's scoring a little bit close to 14 points, dishing out almost 7 assists and grabbing almost 5 rebounds. And also with close to 2 steals a game. Hey, it's nice to have for, as far as for a rookie.
Yeah.
But I think we gotta learn how to finish games. That's what it is for us.
Go ahead, man. Talk. Go on. I know you want to get whatever you want to get off your chest right now. Well, again, my apologies for technical difficulties that we had. We didn't have a full staff. I'm
here. And we won. So I don't even usually play on Thursdays. called me and said they needed my and we
So
won.
is your game over?
Yes.
So the only I like that. I like humility. The only thing HBCU band talk has said is hell Wildcats. Understandable, because
Hell,
Gremlin is
a damn
still out there
wildcat.
and FAMU is still
Hell,
out there.
hell, a damn wildcat. Hell to him. That's
Did I
right.
tell
I
you
said
that
it.
we didn't get a response from the email? Lord
That's their
have mercy.
bad. You was trying
Well,
to give them some plug. They can use all the plug they can get.
whoa. It's a little early. It's still early in the game, HBCU band talk. It's still a little early in the game to proclaim champs. Regular season, yeah, y'all got that. Y'all the regular season champs. Y'all won that fair and square. Fair and square. Oh man. Yeah. Y'all got the regular season champs. Y'all got that. Y'all got that. Oh.
Nothing like a damn kitty cat talking junk. You know how that sound? You know how a kitty cat sound talking junk? Meow. Meow. That's how a kitty cat sound talking junk. When historically you've been getting the brakes beat off you. Better win something, keep your mouth closed until then.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Marlo, the missus said you fired. She was looking for you on Tuesday.
I know. I had a game. I had a doubleheader on Tuesday. Tuesday be sketchy, but I think my season is coming to an end on that one. I think we got one more game. This was just a feeling. They called me and said that they had some people out.
Was Bethune playing chin music? I don't think that is a good course for them if my prediction comes to fruition. They should not do that. They should definitely not do that.
They had band there. You mean the players was playing it, or they had a band there?
No, I think they were saying they was getting a little bit chippy with the pitches and basically.
Oh, they hit a player. I think they hit two players.
Mm-hmm.
They was doing that. Man, I know they in the hood, but they ain't about that life. Just because y'all dorms look like the project, y'all ain't gotta be out there acting like
ladies and gentlemen. Again, I want to apologize for any technical difficulties that we had. We had two members that were not able to join the show today. Doc Holiday and Jamal weren't able to join. I do want to thank everybody for bearing with us and coming out. We did get a chance to look at some SWAC baseball live and in living color.
I don't know. I figured. Look, I said Norfolk State is going to be.
Wait, hold on. No, you can't just say that. Hold on. Who is your team, Johnny? Who is your team?
North Carolina Central.
Oh, okay. No, he's talking about football. That one caught me off guard. I had to see that one again. But again, thank everybody for coming out. technical difficulties made the show a little different than we normally would like. But again, thank the 67 for coming in. We do have a way too early SWAC prediction video. Watch that fatmouthsports.net. Join the conversation. Who do you think is going to be the winner of the SWAC West and the SWAC East in football this season? We will begin starting the way too early MEAC predictions.
Bam, goddamn you. All right,
Are you done, son?
all right.
Are you done?
Okay.
Now it's them boys from 1400 Gerald Lynn Street. It still comes to Jackson.
So again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Real quick, just off the top of my head, I am Florida State through and through, even though I got a FAMU hat on because FAMU is family. I said it earlier. If the things that I'm hearing are true and they are going to try and start taking programs for Florida A&M, I'm going to have a lot to say about it. And I'm going to crash out respectively. I've been real respectful, Chris, all show. All show. Now I got to tell you about stubbing your toe. Anyway, I just want to make sure that none of that bad stuff happens to family. When I was a young man, I used to have seminars about how Florida State was trying to take over FAMU, and I was one of those people to say, the hell you say? Like, we can go ahead and start fighting now. So it is my firm belief that whatever's going on needs to have a stop put to it, but we'll get deeper into that later. And I want to express how I know and what I know, but it'll all come out in the wash. And again, I've been nice all show. But since he is not here, crash out on the motherfucker when they got you fucked up and punch a Nazi. My name is Troy. What you got for us this week, Doc?
I guess we got some old baseball action tomorrow, so check that out. Probably up early in the morning, see what time they play in the morning. There's a marathon today with baseball action today, so I'm pretty much, I ain't gonna say I'm burnt out, but I like this time of the year just to watch some good baseball. We'll get into some good playoff basketball, and man, is like itching to get into football. But with that being said, these are all jokes, you know, what we do on here. So I don't want nobody to like come at me and saying, well, you let these folks, we're not gonna do that. We joke a lot, on here. These men are more like my brothers over here, and that's the reason why I rock with them on the Tuesdays and Thursdays. And to me, I just feel like this is a good thing to have because you can never get enough as far as content, especially when it comes to HBCU football. We don't have enough content to talk about until pretty much media day and afterwards. And so basically, that's how I feel about it. Some other things we talked about this week was the Ryan Clark RG3 thing, and that's, you know, how RG3 is trying to act tough, but he's really not that type of person. He really ain't on that type of time. So I'm gonna need little Bill to stay in its place. You know, I'm also just watched the video earlier. Remy Ma crashing out on Papoose because Papoose has left her and went with somebody that is a hero in Clarissa Shields. Made a video of him talking about getting his bags out of the house and stuff like that. But you can't crash out when you're the one that actually did the did the deed of going outside of your marriage and messing with somebody else that is a T-Move version of your ex-husband. So now you can have several seats. Now I do like the fact that Prairie View is doing all this talking because Prairie View haven't done a lot of talking in the last 40 years. So it's good to have this type of dialogue coming from that school down in Southeast Texas. But I beg to differ. All that talking and no type of action. Troy, can you pull up that photo again? Oh, Jesus. You will catch this smoke. Also, this plantation at Prairie View A&M University. You will catch all this smoke. This will be something. If you don't win the West, I will talk mad shit. And I know, I have people in my family that go to Prairie View. One would be my niece. My other is my aunt. And, I if they don't win, I would be just like the missus. Why would I still put on a catfish that ain't did nothing? But other than that, we all know we're trying to find some type of it ain't smoke, but boom, I'll make it smoke. But like I said, it's good to have friendly banter between schools and everything. But let's keep it civil. Let's keep it G, and let's not disrespect everybody like that. Unless your name is Better News Tech, we just don't give a care. But other than that, Ted Cruz is a bitch. Greg Abbott needs to kick Greg Abbott out of his wheelchair and see if he can tell him to walk to you. Crash out on your kids. Beat your kids out of the penitentiary, parents. It helps. And like my man YG said, fuck Donald Trump. I'm Doc Holliday. Y'all see me on tomorrow with some more baseball action. Peace.
All right, everybody. Now, bear with me. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to be said.
You never know. He's going to be nice today. We don't know that.
Bethune just won. I don't have high hopes. But coming to the stage, this man needs no introduction.
Fresh off of hitting 2 home runs in the softball game.
Hey, what I'm talking about.
The one and the only Marlo.
Yeah. I don't know how to quite put it, but my coon them by yard. I be meaning what I say about that school in Daytona. That could be all nice and politically correct and say it's friendly banter, but I don't have them same problems. Like when I say I hope they don't win nothing, I I hope that they don't win at nothing. I see they won a little baseball game. They beat a team it was supposed to be. Oh, I'm on some other stuff, but I digress. I would like to send a shout out to all of these high school seniors that are graduating and moving on to do bigger and better things in your life. But if you pick that school in Daytona, you can get these hands too. Um, yeah, I ain't gonna say I fight a lady, but I compliment the throat. So choose wisely when you seek a higher education. There are many choices out there. Don't have that de facto pick. Oh, the only school I could get into at the time was this. This is the house semester. You ain't gotta know that. But congratulations. I want everybody to big up their parents because y'all definitely wouldn't have got there if it wasn't for your parents. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Leave with love. Damn that school in Daytona. I mean it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out for another edition of the Gathering Old Men podcast. I'm about to watch this FAMU Grambling State game. Y'all have a good one. We will see you on Tuesday night. All right. Good night.
Peace.